Hi Sagittarius, welcome back. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome to I Am Destiny Calling Tarot, Sagittarius. And this is your weekly reading, and it's going to cover the time frame of April the 5th through April 11th, 2020. Alright guys, things are getting real. I've been struggling to get these videos out. I have a house full of people. Family is here together, children, dogs, the sound of motorbikes outside, all of these wonderful things that I count as blessings are becoming distractions. So getting the videos out over the last few days has been a little bit challenging. So I'm going to ask you guys to have a little bit of patience as far as, hearing possibly dogs barking in the background and all kinds of noises. It is what it is at this time. We're all isolated to a certain degree, right? So I'm just going to go with it. All right, so we're going to start with a breathing exercise. Kind of center ourselves. Let's take a deep breath, guys. Whew. It's going to allow us to release the toxic energies from our system. Any negative energies can just float away. Another deep breath, guys. Whew. Doesn't that feel good? It's going to allow us to bring in the yummy, positive, juicy stuff. All right. So I'm going to get centered here into your energies. I also just wanted to quickly say thank you to all of the frontline people who are working during these times. Thank you for your dedication during these times, and remember to take care of yourself. Burnout is a real thing. All right. I also wanted to send out condolences to anyone who has recently lost family members. I'm very, very sorry to have so many people losing their loved ones during this time frame, and I really hope they can feel all of the light and love being sent their way. As much as it likely feels during this time that you are alone, we are all in this together, and we do really desperately need to remember that during these times. Also, please take care of yourself. Focus on keeping yourself balanced during this time. So focus on your physical health, doing the little things you can do to stay healthy, keep your immune system boosted. Also your mental health, physical health, spiritual health, and your emotional health. We're going to want to do everything we can during this time to keep ourselves centered and grounded and balanced. All right. Sagittarius, I will say you are taking these times quite well. Your energies are, you're doing well as far as coping, and I'm not super surprised. Just keep that up. I will say that you need to fill your own cup first and foremost to allow yourself to go out and help others in need. Just keep that in mind, that you really do truly need to focus on the self. I think people sometimes forget, and others might not fully comprehend on a large scale the metaphysics behind. If we take care of ourselves, we're actually taking care of the whole. So that is a really important message here. All right, let's get your cards and let's get this reading started. invite Spirit to join us and send forward the energies here to select your cards. Spirit, please provide messages for Sagittarius. And this is going to be to cover the time frame of April the 5th through April 11th, 2020. What messages would you like to have come forward during this time for Sagittarius? Thank you for your patience, guys. All right, these are your cards. All right, so I'm going to save the blessing card and the inspirational message until the end of the reading. Set aside the tarot cards for a moment so that we can focus on our oracle cards here first. So you have 3 oracle cards in this reading. So these are going to provide us with the overall energies for the entire read here today. So your first one says Crown Chakra. This is a common one in the collective right now. It says, I know I am part of Source and my life is guided by divine wisdom. So this is likely all about you connecting with the higher self during this time. This is you connecting with the divine. This is a meditation. This is allowing yourself to clear your mind and get into a very still state to allow the divine to speak to you, to speak through you, to work through you, to allow your intuition to guide you with wisdom during this time. All right, next card. I knew you were taking things well as far as the collective goes. I am so proud of you. It says inspiration. So I always mention this is a general reading, so where it's so general, if you're noticing certain messages not resonating, don't try to force those specific messages. It just means that they weren't meant for you, and that's okay. Dates are also general guidelines here in the read because we are all in our different, in different points of our journey. So you might notice some of these messages resonating with you a few days or weeks before and after these dates. So this card specifically, whenever this one comes up, I'm going to read directly from the book, just for this one card, guys. All right, it says, when life seems cold, gray, and bleak, it can be hard to find the inspiration to move forward. Color and brilliance can be found even in the most monotone landscapes. Cling to the truth that spring always follows the winter, and you will see the world with new eyes. Take a step towards a new beginning, the confidence in the promise of hope and joy. Says, I am not afraid of the dark. I keep moving forward, secure in my faith that this will pass, that I will come through with renewed hope and joy. Very much sensing this in your energies. You are very much in an understanding that this too shall pass. Difficult times, unfortunately, the difficult times are our best teachers. They are the times where we really get the most growth. Humanity is getting the biggest form of growth possible on a global community, global collective. We are going to be growing emotionally, spiritually. There's so much transformation that's going to need to take place. And I do very much sense that overall your energies do have a sense of hope and faith for what we are currently experiencing during this time, as well as what we can expect moving forward in the future. Not focusing too much on specific details at this point, but having just the trust and the knowing. And I can say that because this card did come up as trust. It says, don't trust what you're being told. There is more to this situation. The answers lie within the finer details, which are not being shared with you. So if you do have this inner knowing, this sensation, this intuitive feeling that there is just something that's missing, there's some information that's not being shared, there's a missing piece to the puzzle, right? This is telling you to trust, have faith in divine timing. It's telling you also, it says the answers lie within. Again, this is the same as the crown chakra and divine wisdom. So we have a pretty clear message with that. Let's take a look at the tarot. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 major arcana cards here. So guys, these are big changes. First card is 7 of Swords. It does say at the bottom, it says loss. This is for you specifically here in this reading. It's all about the loss of an old maybe lifestyle, the loss of an old belief system, the loss of a feeling of security. And even at times you might struggle with a loss of faith. These are these don't have to be permanent things. They can be quite temporary, but during the moment in time when we're experiencing them, it does have a drastic impact on us. This is not a major arcana card, but this is definitely in your energies. You're sensing that your plans need to be revised. You're sensing that you're really sensing, I'm getting this big time for you Sagittarius, that you don't want to be fooled or misled during this time. You don't want to be led astray. So you're very cautious as to what it is that you're allowing into your inner knowing, and really fact checking and checking resources at this time. I also sense that you're very good right now at lifting others up. This is pretty strong here in your energies. You're very much living life in the moment on your own terms. But I do really sense also strongly that this came out because there's more than meets the eye that's going on during this moment in time. And then you have Major Arcana Justice card, which says at the bottom, balance. So again, this is all about balancing mind, body, and spirit, having everything, just feeling centered and grounded. Really not focusing all on one area, really just keeping that, even if it's work-life balance for you. You may be a frontline worker and struggling with being overworked. This is going to in turn make your immune system compromised, and that's not good for you or the whole. So it's really crucial in this point in time to keep that balance in mind. 6 of Wands says success. So I do feel confident in the fact that you will show yourself self-care, self-love, self-compassion during this time. And I do feel that as far as your ability to cope with this conflict or chaos, tension, and stressful situations, this is very, very, very clear. Um, Overall, you will have success. Now, that doesn't mean that you're not going to have your ups and downs. You're a human being. It's going to be an emotional roller coaster from day to day, and that's okay. But overall, you're going to have success in your situation. This is really something that I'm really glad to see here in your reading. It's the Page of Wands. It's creativity. So when those emotions do kind of feel like you're in a roller coaster of up and down and all around, this is where you're going to focus creativity to your advantage. You're going to find something that you're passionate about, some hobby that brings you joy. You're going to find a way to express your emotions in some form. So that might be music, writing music, singing music. It could be art. It could be dance. Whatever really calls to you, you're going to get really creative, and that's going to allow you to really focus in on staying balanced with your emotions. Next card is Four of Fire. So that's going to be the Four of Wands. This is all about, it can represent power, any blocks that you've had in your system, your energetic system. The blocks are being removed. And I like how that kind of comes along with the crown chakra being open and allowing the divine wisdom to guide you. It really is another indication here that energetically blocks in your system are being removed. So you're really able to have that inner light shine brightly. So you're able to, you're likely a light worker. Not everyone, but you do know if this is resonating with you the immediate second I say it. You could be a light worker, so you could be one who is able to tap into that inner world, that inner resource, and really allow that inner light to shine quite brightly out into the world. And that is affecting the whole. That is affecting the consciousness of the unity of humanity on a very large scale. Next card is the Hierophant card, another major arcana card. Look at that, guys. You have 3 in a row. 1, 2, 3. So the Hierophant card, not super surprised that this came out for you guys. You are generally very spiritual. This is about spiritual practices. You guys are spiritually strong as a collective, Sag. It can be here in your reading specifically to remind you at this point in time not to rock the boat. If there is something that you do not feel is catastrophic at this time, you're not going to rock the boat too much. It's not the time really to allow that to take the forefront. You're really kind of, it's not about picking your battles. It's more just about being more open and patient and compassionate at this time with yourself and others. It's all about doing the right thing. What you feel deep down in your gut is the right thing to do. If there comes a point where you're being questioned on an ethical or moral level, you know instinctively and intuitively what the right thing to do is. So this is a call of action as far as you needing to step up and be that example for others during this time. Really a big message. This card can symbolize making sure that you're taking care of your immune system. So you more than others, and the reason I'm saying this is because your energy, you need to protect your energy. Your energy is high vibrational for the most part, and you really do need to protect that energy. At this time, people will very easily need to grab onto that energy for obvious reasons. So in order for you to maintain, your optimum health and especially your immune system during this time, you're going to want to make sure that you are focusing on energetically having rituals and practices in place for yourself so that you don't become drained. I feel that's a really big message for some of you. All right. Next card, also Major Arcana, the World card. This is about positive outcomes. So I am feeling very like, again, I said, you have hope, you have faith, and you feel inspired about the future. You do trust in divine. You trust that there is divine timing and things come at the time frame that they're meant to come to you. So I do very much sense that it's all about positive outcomes. It's really about your perspective on things, and you are seeing things in a positive light instead of seeing things from a negative aspect. Instead of focusing on fear and negativity during these times, you're focusing on positivity and possibility. I'm sensing as well, this is a really, really clear indication as far as your past, your present, and your future. I'm sensing things that have maybe happened in your your most recent past. You're going to notice over the next short little while that things really are going to come full circle. I do feel when you're in your present moment and you're in the now moment and you're experiencing the now and you're really still and calm and quiet within your mind space, you're really getting a really great sense of satisfaction. And then I also sense for the future that you're really going to start searching for your purpose. You're really going to start searching for what it is that you truly are destined to accomplish while you're here on this earth. So that's another really big message. Like I said, you have 3 major arcana in a row, so this is very life-changing, extremely life-changing here. Last card is the Hermit card, also, like I say, major arcana. So you're all about transforming in a positive way. You're all about understanding changes need to happen. You understand that life is constantly about change. You're seeing the positive aspect in things. Not saying that it's easy to do. It is difficult during these times, but you are doing a fantastic job. This can be about, the Hermit card is going to be about your self-discovery during this time. So you're really going to self-reflect, and you're likely going to become more clear as to who you are as a being on this planet. You know deep down at a core level of who you are truly, and you know deep down from a heart level, a heart space, who you are as an individual. But the individual that you portray out into the world may not reflect exactly that. So this is telling me that based on this point in time, and most of humanity hopefully will get some form of experience with this during this time, you're really going to be looking for who you truly are becoming, as far as things that will be changing for you at this point forward and permanently going forward, as to who you portray yourself to be in this world, in this 3D reality. So mostly when you're out in public or socializing with others. Sensing that the message of being conservative with your finances is a really important message here. I'm very much sensing that you're really enjoying your moments of stillness and silence. And it is going to allow you the ability to transform in the coming months. So lots of growth is going to be happening for you on many different levels. It's really finally about allowing you to get a much more clear perspective for yourself and everything in your life. So your values, your beliefs, seeing the little things in life that are truly magical and making that your focus. So really deep soul searching can happen during this period. All right, so let's take a look at your blessing. Your blessing says, oh, look at that, guys. It says faith in action. This is where you're at. My destiny is unique and irreplaceable. My gift and perceptions are powerful and important. My needs, goals, and desires are an outer manifestation of my inner divinity seeking to express itself for the good of all. I very much sense that this is you. You're all about the good of the whole. You understand taking care of yourself, filling your own cup is what is first and foremost important, but you're also very much about focusing on the good of all. I love this so much for you. And then your inspirational message says, be a natural beauty. Your entire body is precious, so choose personal care products that reflect your consciousness and commitment to self-love. Say no to toxins and yes to the healthiest ingredients possible. You deserve to look and feel great, and you are worth the effort. Be a natural beauty. So likely you're feeling very conscious as to your environment, and you're also feeling very conscious and aware as to what it is that you allow on your skin and just around your body as far as scents of chemicals or cleaning products. And some people may experience eczema or rashes, so very sensitive as to what you're putting on your skin, making sure it's as natural as possible. These little things that weren't top priority for you before are becoming more of a priority for you during these times, and it will be likely something that you'll focus on going from this point forward. You're understanding that your body is your vessel, and you'll do whatever you can to make yourself look and feel your best at a physical level. All right, guys, so that's the end of the read for this week. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you all. I appreciate each and every single one of you and all of the wonderful, beautiful comments you have left. That was a mouthful. All right, guys, if you haven't already, please remember to click like. And if you are new to this channel and you'd like to be a member of our beautiful community, please click on subscribe. We're all about supporting each other during difficult times, but also about motivating, uplifting, and inspiring others. So I'm going to leave things at this point. I'm just going to cut it short. So I just wanted to say take care. And don't forget to click on like and subscribe. Bye.